Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm gonna cut it down. Hello, everybody. Welcome, everyone. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Um, Before I get started, guys, I want to let you guys know that no, I am not from Missouri, and where I'm from is none of your business. But know this, that I am reporting what articles that are in the news, daily news that is out here in the news. So please be respectful to me, and I'll be respectful to you. If anyone comes on here and becomes disrespectful in the way of saying racist remarks, we can all have a conversation. We all can have a conversation, and we all can have a different look at something. But we don't have to say mean and derogatory things to each other just to get our message across. We can respectfully have a conversation without someone um, um, being disrespectful towards each other. We don't have to have a conversation about that. And I do have mods in my chat, so you will be. If I have to do it, I will block you. But we're going to be respectful tonight. It's not to disrespect anyone or to make anyone feel some kind of way. I'm just reporting what is out there. And if you feel some type of way about it, or if you are from Missouri and you know more about it, then hey, you can come on my live stream and we can have a conversation about it. Uh, I would, respect goes both ways. I can respect you and you can respect me. There's no, there's no ill, like me doing this. This is no ill will towards no one. So please be respectful in my chat. Please be respectful. I'm only reporting what is shown in the news. So if you got a problem with what I report in the news, then you need to take that up with the news. Okay. Um, so Captain Cheeseman, and Josh Bennett, please be respectful in my chat. Thank you. Because I'm not gonna say it again. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove you. And that's what it's gonna be. We can have a conversation. Now here is the link. If you want to come on the link, if you want to come on here and give your opinion, we can respectfully give an opinion, and we don't have to disrespect one another. We can have an opinion and not disrespect one another. I'm gonna drop this link in just a minute. Um, just a minute. Just allow me a moment here. So I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. I hope everybody is in in a in a good mood today. Y'all, I don't. My system is locking up, so I don't know if you guys see me or not, but um, but my system is locking up. I don't know what's going on here, but but Taylor, Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I'm telling you. When you're trying to get a message out there, things happen to where it start messing up. Stuff start messing up on you. So let me get my system back up. Let me get my system back up and running. Let me get all my documents that I had up because I had a lot to talk about, guys. Um, with the Sweetie Pie situation, guys. Um, it is an article that came out like 2 days ago stating that the St. Louis police is still looking for witnesses in the 2016 murder for Sweetie Pie on his grandson. So, just allow me a moment. So it says here the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Metropolitan, sorry, police department is asking for the public's help in identifying and locating suspects and witnesses who may know anything about the 2016 murder of Andre Montgomery. Montgomery. This comes as Montgomery uncle James Timothy Norman was recently arrested in connection with Montgomery's death. He's accused in a murder of for hire plot, which resulted in Andre's death. Um, it says Norman is a son of Miss Robbie, as we all know, and it says that Andre was killed in the 3900 block of Natural Bridge Avenue on March 14th. Says a spokesperson from the police department sent out a reminder they're still looking for suspects and witnesses in the case. Anyone with information is urged to call St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department Homicide Division, and they give a number for anyone that um, that has any kind of tip. If you want to remain anonymous and is interested in a reward, you can contact the Crime Stoppers Division as well. Um, so guys, that is the Sweetie Pies news I have for you guys. So if you live in St. Louis, Missouri, and you know anything about Tim's, me about Andre's murder, please reach out to St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department. On to more news. Um, there is a Illinois teens guy that has been arrested for the fatal shooting at Kenosha protest. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this video. This video is crazy. Like this video is actually shows people like actually running from this guy and running from the bullets and stuff like that. Just let me make sure that I'm sharing the screen. Let me see if you can see it. Okay. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna press play. I guess it's taking a moment to download. Just give it a minute. There we go. So this shows the shooting of. Okay. Here it goes, guys. This is the young victim shooting Black Lives Matter protesters. If it'll come up. Y'all, it is. I'm so sorry that it's freezing up. I am so sorry that it is freezing up. Let me go back. Let me add it back and then go back in it. This says two people were killed and one person was injured in a shooting on the third night of the protest in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Hey, correct code 6. Thank you for coming. It says the protest continues in the aftermath of shooting of Jacob Blake. Now, keep in mind, guys, that Blake is 29 years old. He was shot by the police. Um, and people, someone has been arrested. A teenager has been arrested. The question I have: what does a teenager need with an AR-15? Who gives him access to a AR-15? This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. So it is people in this world that is protesting, guys. So let's keep we're gonna keep a watch on this. But it's the crazy part about this is the crazy part about this. I want to show y'all again um the shooting. Since there's more people in the chat, I want to just this is the teenager that had the AR-15 and he was shooting. Hey, blogs. Now I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know anyone that has come into this chat. It's okay to speak your opinion, but please do not be disrespectful. We all can have our right to our own opinion, but please let's respect one another. So, guys, that's it for that. Now, um, I do want to show you as well, guys. I want to show you the video of the police. Um, like I said, I had released a video earlier showing the picture of the young man that they have arrested him, but they said the police officers were actually giving him water and was thanking him for coming and assisting them. So uh, they have a video out showing that. Okay, it says okay. This is Okay, guys. So this is the it says Kenosha shooting video shows suspected gunman, and he is a teenager, Cal Rittenhouse, being allowed to leave the scene. Watch this. Watch this. So the police allowed him to leave the scene, so they know he was there. This is crazy. You can't hear it. Okay, hold on. I can hear it. Excuse me. Oh my God. Like they basically allowed this man, this young teenage boy, to just open fire on people. They as you can hear, as you guys can hear, it said it was a citizens brigade. It was called a citizen brigade. So they're doing citizens, I guess, citizens arrest. So he felt like a young teenager felt like he had the right to take people's lives, and with the AR-15. And only warning he got was to not come down on the block in where the police was. And now he's sitting in jail. This is crazy, guys, and it's getting out of hand. Like they actually Judge Fonte, hey, how you doing? I'm sorry, guys. I got to show my face on this one. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is sad. And for him to be so young and they just allowing him to open fire, this is crazy. If you want to come on the stream and say something, you can come on the stream and say something. Uh, I just know that if it was one of us, we would have been taken down immediately. And I'm not trying to make it a race thing, but we would be taken down immediately. Um, this Let me take myself off the street. This is what I call craziness. This is what I call craziness. This is what I call craziness, and this is what I call he came to kill. He didn't come, he came to kill black people. And he did. And I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. He came to kill black people. And that's who he was aiming at, the black people. Because I bet you this is crazy. This is sad and this is crazy because this young man, he had no right. Hey, let's chill ASMR. Hey, Bacon with Charlene. Thank you for coming. This is crazy, guys. If you want to click the link, if you want to give your opinion or say anything, here is the link. I just want to let you guys know that y'all missed the video showing the police actually offering these guys that call themselves the Citizen Brigade water. I thought it was a man. This was a young man that was actually here. That had took two people lives. It was two people was killed. One person was injured. So 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 the police said thank you. Like we appreciate you guys. Like they looked like some little young boys that just out here just doing something. And y'all allowed that. Y'all allowed a young man with the AR-15. Now, since you getting backlash, now you want to go back and you want to arrest him. Okay, so so you want to hold him accountable for uh having the for killing the people, but they need to as well. Right. He was 17 years old, Blocks. He was 17 years old. So he will be tried as an adult, yes, but y'all allowed it. So which police officer should be held accountable for allowing it? Everybody that was on duty should be. Yes, they need to be held accountable. They need to be uh, arrested for accessory because of the simple fact you allowed it to happen. You allowed it. No one else. You allowed it. So this is crazy to me. I promise, guys, it seems so crazy to me. 2020 been a year, baby, and it seems like it ain't gonna get better. I promise to God, it don't seem like it's gonna get better. Like, and then everybody was talking about like some of the comments I had on my little short video that I came out to let you guys know that I was going to talk about it more. Some people was putting on there that he was doing it in self defense. That doesn't look like somebody that got jumped. They was actually the men that was fighting back at him actually was defending themselves from him. And they said he was shooting at them like he shot someone in the stomach and then he shot someone else in the head. He took somebody else's child life. Come on now, people. This ain't this ain't what come on now. This is y'all, this world is and this situation is getting out of hand. And you're right, Blogs. This is what Blog said. He was a kid waiting to shoot that gun, so of course he would overdo it with the help of the police. And that is true. Yes, with the help of the police, that's why he did it. And that's why they was like, oh, thank you so much for doing it. Thank you so much for doing this. This is not this not right. And something needs to be done about this. Like, I thought they was calling in the National Guard and all that right there. Why they needed one or two or three individuals with a young man with an AR-15 to come and fight their battles for them? They were just they said, you know what, he got that gun, just let him do whatever. As long as the blood ain't on my hand, then I don't care. As long as but see, he has gotten arrested. Let me make sure. The young man has gotten arrested. But the reason why they got arrested, see, this is one thing great about cell phones and having cell phones and Wi-Fi and internet, because you were able to record what's going on. And see, they didn't know all this was going to be out. So it says 17-year-old charged with homicide after shooting during Kenosha protest. Authorities, um, hold on, guys. During Kenosha's protest. So, um, yeah, so he just came. His name was Kyle Rittenhouse, and they said they described him as a suspect in they said Rittenhouse, an Antioch resident, was charged with first-degree intentional homicide in Wisconsin, but they did not specify whether he was being charged on in one fatal shooting or both. A police complaint filed in Lake County, Illinois, by the Antioch police described him as a fugitive, saying that the Rittenhouse had been charged with homicide in Wisconsin and fled with the intent to avoid persecution for that offense. According to the minutes from the hearing on Wednesday, he was held without bond, and the hearing Friday will deal with his potential extradition to Wisconsin. So not only did he come shooting up people, but he also ran away. Oh, come on, Blocks.
Hey, Monica.
Hey,
Hello,
Blocks.
beautiful people. Monica, this is crazy on
Yeah.
so many levels. One thing that concerns me is the fact that someone would feel comfortable enough to approach police officers um, with a gun
Mm-hmm.
and and expect to be given given the right to just go and kill innocent people. And the fact that they did give him the green light to do that,
And you
that's
see, they wasn't threatened,
scary.
right? See, they wasn't
No, they
threatened.
was
They
not
wasn't threatened
threatened.
at all. And that's the crazy part about it. Like, they was not threatened at all. And then the man, a man, even though he shouldn't have walked, and even though he was probably tussling with the police before we seen the shooting, but he didn't have no weapon, and he got shot in his back 6, 7 times. So let that make sense. How do that make sense? How do
Mhm.
how do this make sense?
Mhm. That's right. And
How
it's
does
just
this make sense?
so just it's just so scary that, for one, they did not tell him, first of all, you're approaching us
Hmm.
and you are, caring. Second of all, you want to assist us? No. They didn't ask for ID. They didn't ask
No,
for his concealed carry license. They didn't ask
no,
for anything. They
no.
just said, go ahead.
Yeah, because he probably got that out of his daddy gun case and said, let me just go down here to the protest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He probably said, let me just go down here to the protest and see what's going on. I'm part of the citizen brigade. I'm going to put these people in jail that are going against the police or doing police brutality. You know what I'm saying?
So the Citizens Brigade, is that something that they were enforcing at that time?
No, they, as I was reading, it says that they didn't ask for his help. As I was reading, they said that him and a couple more people decided to just be a citizens brigade. Yes, we can make citizen arrests, but the police didn't ask for your help. So why are you inserting yourself in this police situation?
And you're only 17.
Right.
You shouldn't even be carrying a gun,
Correct.
let alone shooting it. And
Exactly.
I feel that the police officers, all those police officers that gave him the water and was cool and catering to him, they all need to be behind bars right with him.
Okay, so as a stay right here. Let me finish reading this article, gloss, and then you tell me. Then we're gonna discuss it better. Okay, so it says here. It says every day we get better. Responding to the unrest, uh, said the sheriff David G. Bett in Kenosha. We are not accustomed to riots. Self-declared militia members have arrived in time before the gunfire. Though Bill said he did not know for sure whether the 17-year-old was part of such group. The sheriff said he had been asked why he didn't would not deputize citizens with guns to patrol Kenosha. He pointed to what happened Tuesday as probably the person's reason why I wouldn't do so. There's no way I would deputize people, he said. He said this. They said the shots were fired around 11:45, and at the first shots, a young white man carrying a rifle began running north on Sheridan Road away from a crowd of protesters. So he did this on his own will, and they allowed it.
They
That's
sure
all
did.
what they're saying.
Yep, they sure did.
If they say, "Oh, we don't deputize citizens immediately," we don't do that because people just open fire. So if y'all didn't deputize him, who gave him the okay to do what he did?
All those officers that stood there and watched him approach them and they had no problems with it. And
True.
they heard him say that, come on, let's get this done, or whatever he was doing. He was
Yeah, he did say that.
he was ready to shoot.
Yes, and this. Don't try. Look. Don't try to make this a race thing. We're not gonna. We're not trying to make this a racism
Right.
thing. We're just speaking. We're just calling a spade a spade. Feel what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, exactly.
And so, what I I feel that he just was like, well, we're citizens and we can make citizens arrests. So let's go down here and we're the citizen brigade. Let's go out there and get them, Johnny. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right. Yes. And to me, a citizen's arrest will be, you just use that gun as a fear tactic and you just start arresting people that you see that they might be vandalizing or they may be doing something wrong, and you don't even have to pull the gun out. They see it strapped onto your back. Just
Exactly.
you could just go ahead and cuff them, whatever, send them to the police and just help them that way. You didn't have to shoot anybody.
Yes, and that's the crazy part about it. I cannot get over the fact that they just let him walk past them and didn't, raise their guns or
Mhm.
nothing. They just offered them water and then just and just,
And that's what's scary
let them
about
know.
it. And that's what's the scary part is.
Yes, and then also, as I was reading this article, it says that he left Wisconsin and went to Illinois. So why you running if you felt like if you shoot people, why you running?
Right.
And so they said he's been going to be extradited back from Illinois to Wisconsin to face his charges. Now they want to make him face his charges because they don't want that backlash. See, it's all about that backlash. They don't want that backlash from allowing a citizen because then they'll be like, well, if we allow him to do it, then okay, I'm gonna be real. The
Yeah.
black people is gonna feel like, hey, well, since he did it, we see him shooting us. Hell, we gonna shoot their asses too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then we're gonna be called the citizen brigade too.
Mhm. Exactly.
So that's why he probably said what he said. Like, we just gonna you just but he has not been charged with. He's just been charged with one person. He hasn't been charged with two with the other person. Just one person's death, homicide.
Why was he only charged with one? Why wasn't he
I
charged with
I
the other?
don't know why. It doesn't tell me why, but they said that he has been charged for one homicide, but they have not charged him with any more additional charges.
Wow. I'm sorry. Bentley is
Trip. Yeah, it says he was charged with first degree intentional homicide in Wisconsin, but they did not specify whether he was being charged in one fatal shooting or both.
wow.
Yeah, so like he probably. How much you want to bet he gonna probably end up not doing that much time?
Yeah.
He's 17 years
Mhm.
old, so the justice system only works, and I'm realizing this. The justice system only works for the people they really want to get.
Yes, and that's true. They'll probably try him. They probably won't try him as an adult,
He's
or
17 though.
yeah. But there's so many ways that they could get around it, and I guarantee you they're going to try to use that. Because just like you said, he may not get all the time.
Right.
The fact that
Right.
they're not even trying to charge him with the second person tells you a lot there.
Yes. So we'll see how it works because I'm still gonna report on it, guys, as you know. And it is it's just getting out of hand. It's like the city is just in so much unrest. It just everybody protesting. Now it's even worse because guess what? Two of the man that got shot, he didn't lose his life, but while protesting, two other people have lost their life,
Mm,
and it's not by the police hand, but some crazy little young guy. I ain't gonna say nothing ugly. Young guy wanted to be a part of be a police officer, and go. I guess that's what he wanted to be. He wanted to be a police officer, and he decided to open fire. And this is the results.
and with him being so young anyway, and so anxious to go out there and do that, they should have known somebody's gonna lose their life because
They
for
didn't
one,
care.
yeah, he's too young. Now the police officers didn't kill anyone yet. He did. That says
Right.
a lot too. You guys should not have gave him the permission to do that because anybody could see. I
Hmm.
mean, I would even say, "Oh, this is gonna be dangerous." Here's even if he wasn't 17, even if he was 21, he's anxious to shoot. And and he can't wait to do it. So of course he was going to um go overboard. Of course he was. And they probably knew that.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
that's common sense. They knew that somebody's life was going to be in danger and jeopardized once they allowed him to walk away from them and they allowed him to go into that crowd with that gun.
Yep. And that's what I can't get out of my head. Like, hey guys, you want some water? Oh, thank you for helping us. I'm like, y'all sound real ignorant. I'm
Mhm.
just I'm just saying. And
Mm.
I may be wrong for feeling this way. This is my opinion. I'm gonna be honest. If you have a different opinion, you feel like that what I'm saying is wrong, or something else had happened to cause him to do what he did. Hey, I dropped the link in the description. I dropped the link in the chat if you want to say something, but but let's be respectful for each other's opinion. Don't be disrespectful. You know,
To me, that video that I watched, Monica, it looked like people were running from him.
they
So
were, they were.
I'm not sure how anyone could look at that as self defense. I'm not sure how anyone could give him an excuse for what he did because everyone was running in fear for their lives,
They
you
were.
know, and
You did you see the guys that were actually trying to, like, he had knocked him down or something and tried
mhm.
to get him, like, get the gun away from him, and he actually shot someone in their stomach.
Yes.
They
Yes,
said that he was just opening fire on everybody. That is crazy.
it is.
I'll be crying and scared for my life. Trollosaurus, I'm honestly, let me tell you this, I respect your opinion, but please be respectful in the chat. And I got a mod that don't mind blocking, trust and believe, and timing you out. So make sure you come in this chat, because this is my first time ever seeing you in my live. Make sure that you be respectful.
Mhm.
Looters, and, like, yes, I'm not for the looting. No, don't tear down your city. And
Right.
I'm down for. Okay, we'll go over there and lay down. Okay, Mama watching it. But I'm not for the looting, tearing down your city, tearing down what our ancestors probably has helped build. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not down with that, but I am down with peaceful marching and peaceful protesting. That's
Yeah.
not being rebellious. That's just trying to get your message out there. That's actually trying to you know, we want justice for what the wrong that was done. We want justice
Mhm.
for that. Just
Yeah.
like just like I hate to switch gears, uh Portia Williams, she just got released from jail the second time because she was protesting on the behalf of Breonna Taylor. Um Here is a video. I got a video. I'm always researching. I'm always trying to get this message out here that, that is worth listening to. So just stay on here, blogs, and
I
we're gonna
am.
listen to it.
Okay.
Let's see what she said. She just got released out of the. This is on Daily Dish. I hope you guys can see it. Hold on, guys. This a commercial, and then we'll get to it. But I'm like, honestly, I am so proud of Portia and all the things that she has accomplished
Yeah.
ever since the George Floyd situation, Breonna Taylor situation. She really has been speaking out and trying to get this message out here. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at Portia for that. Okay, guys. Hopefully y'all can hear it.
No, we can't hear it.
You can't.
Mm-mm.
Can you hear it now?
No.
Just allow me a moment. I don't know. Sometimes, for some reason, people can't hear on here, and I have everything up. So let me try it
Did you
again.
push share audio on StreamYard?
Let me see. Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
And being with everybody there, what was the feeling like in Atlanta being with everyone?
The feeling it was pretty overwhelming. It really was. It's not, it wasn't necessarily my first time marching or protesting. But to be doing it now for the very same reasons we have always been doing it, it just really hit home. And it's just something that I felt I needed to do. It really was. It was not even too much of a second thought. My first thought was, oh my God, um, I just can't stay at home. I can't be still. I have to do something. And I think like everybody else in that moment, it was like, what do you do? And when I saw that everybody was down at Centennial Park, I was like, you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go at least be with the people, hear what they're saying. I know I have a platform now. I'm like, I'm going to use my platform to help, push their message even higher.
Yeah. No, a lot of people say, oh my God, she's rich, she's famous, she doesn't deal with racism at all. Is that true?
I'm a Black woman, and there are some privileges that come with having certain level of access. However, I'm still a Black woman, and I've definitely dealt with racism on the workplace. I've dealt with racism just in everyday life. I've dealt with it as a child. It's at the end of the day, we are trying to live in this Black skin in a world that's telling us that we are not equal to them. So you are going to face that in different ways, whomever you are, if you are living in Black skin.
Yeah. Now, you are no stranger to the movement. Your grandfather was the uncle of the Black movement back in the. What's it like to keep that legacy going and to pass that on to your daughter?
Well, the feeling that I have right now, I don't know if I knew I was going to want to be this active. I think when everyone watched George Floyd be murdered, it hit us different.
Yeah.
It hit me because it was once again another Black man I'm watching be killed, but it was in the way that we watched it, how long it took, how long you had to sit through his agony, his pain, all of that, his cry for his mom. This hit everyone right where you were. And where we were was at home during a pandemic. We're
Yes.
all quarantined, right?
You
We're
can't.
all at home. Listen, we're all.
Okay, guys. So if you want to watch more of that, you can go ahead and you can go to bravotv.com and you'll be able to watch it. But that uh, uh just more in depth. Portia talked about why she decided to be an activist like her grandfather Hosea Williams.
And I am so proud of Portia for one thing that she said, and I don't think that there's enough of this, is she used her platform um,
Mhm.
to help spread the word and
Right.
bring, and that is amazing that she did that. And yeah, I'm proud of her for that.
Me.
We need more people using their platform and using the power that they have to bring these issues to the forefront and to help get justice for certain things. And
True.
and what he said as far as being successful, some people think that you don't. Let me tell you, when I had lived I was at my other place, and I had police officers come to my house one morning, and they pretty much did a raid because they were told by the neighbors that I was a drug dealer. And
What?
yeah, and I had just moved in a month before. So of course, I come downstairs, I hear pounding on my front door, my back door. Um I look out of the patio, my patio doors, and there's police officers with guns pointing to my house. And I go to the front door and I'm like, what is going on? And they just came in and they just literally tore up everything. And one officer was saying, we just gonna go ahead and hold you here for a second because we were told that there was a drug related activity going here, and they didn't find anything. And I was so upset, and they were told by the neighbors because I had just moved in. I never talked to any neighbors or anything, but I'm not trying to make it a race issue, but I think it's because, hey, who's that black girl in that house? And,
Right.
so yeah,
I
you
am
do.
just flabbergasted.
Yeah, you do go through certain things. And honestly, I didn't realize how bad it was because my dad has always dated outside of his race. um, and I
Mhm.
didn't realize how bad it was until I started moving into certain areas and realized people did not want me there. I was asked all
Wow.
type of questions. Do your husband play basketball? Or, how are you able to do this? And I was like, no, I'm a single female, but yeah, you go through those things. Yeah, you do. So,
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
That is sad for people to feel like, only person black people can't make money unless they sell drugs.
Yeah,
That is sad.
yeah, I was in the back of a police car in my nightgown for
Girl,
about an hour and a half. Like, that was crazy.
I
And
would have been
then
crying and
I
upset.
was. I really was. I was just, what is going on? What happened? Oh my gosh. And then this is a new area for me. So I'm trying to figure out. So that's why I only go to that house in the winter time just to help me write sometimes, because that just like really threw me off. And I should be happy and, should be celebrating my new home. And it just turned me off from it. Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah.
That is so so sad, and people need to wake up. It's Trisha said she would have been cussing.
I was crying because I just could not believe it. It
Girl,
was
they probably had the whole
embarrassing.
SWAT team for this one lady.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. There was neighbors that had walked down and they were standing there watching, and I
Wow.
just it was just, and I'm just in the back of the car just waiting. And then I came in the house and the house was completely trashed. Things were broken. And like I said, I had
Wow.
just
No
moved
respect for
in
your
there.
stuff.
No, mm-mm. I had just moved in there a month before. So of course I had just purchased all these things for the house, and it was even cutting open pillows to my couch.
Girl, why you didn't sue them folks?
I looked into it, and they just said that they had information. They had a hit, like some kind of um secretive what do they call that?
A
pretty,
snitch?
pretty much like somebody had called and gave them a tip. They had
Uh-huh.
a tip, and I'm like, no. And it was the neighbors, and so I never really got to get close to my neighbors because I'm like, which one of you guys did that to me? It was just so devastating. So
Wow.
yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Blogs.
Hey, things happen, but people can't assume because you may have things together that you don't deal with that. You do, and you do deal with it. So,
Yeah.
mhm,
Trisha said, I'm never surprised about what these people would do. And she said called a secret indictment. Okay. It's called a secret indictment. So I guess they indicted you before they even got to. That's why I say you can't judge a book by its cover. And everybody ain't out here trying to get over. And everybody ain't out here in these streets trying to sell drugs and be about illegal activities. Black folk work just as hard as anybody else.
mhm,
I
yeah,
know that sounds a little bit on the southern slang, but at the end of the day, it's the truth.
that's the truth.
People work hard for what they have, and you shouldn't judge them and say, well, like how you gonna like use it with a drug dealer for sure? They're gonna have a lot of traffic in and
Mhm,
out of their yard.
mhm. And the only
Really?
traffic that I had was movers, like not movers, but like companies that came in to move like in my laundry, my washer and dryer, or my sofas, like companies that was coming in. It was never even it's so far out in the middle of nowhere, to the point where I didn't even have family come over yet, because I was trying to make my house all together, and get stuff together so I can have like a housewarming. So I hadn't even had any visitors yet. And
This is
it was just
crazy.
so
They should
crazy.
ought to be ashamed. They should feel like idiots. I'm
Yeah,
sorry to say that.
yeah, yeah.
They should feel like idiots
Mhm. And
doing
they did,
like
and you know what's so crazy is, even though I saw it in like some of the officers' face, like, look what we just did, and she's telling us she moved in a month ago, and we just tore her place up, cut open pillows, like pillows I had just got for the sofa, cut the pillows open, cut the pillows of the sofa open. Yeah, they just went and ransacked everything, and you can see in their face they knew this girl is just, she's just a normal person like anybody else, but they did not apologize.
wow. They could
Mhm.
at least apologize.
But sometimes when people apologize, they feel like that's saying that they did something wrong, and they don't
They
want to
did
give
do
you
something
that.
wrong.
Yeah, they did, but they don't want to give you that. They don't want to say, "Oh, we're sorry, we did this wrong," because then you could just come back and say, "Okay, well, replace everything in here then." So it's like I could see it in their faces, but they just didn't apologize to me at all. Mm-mm.
They ought to, I would have been so ashamed. And in your shoes, I definitely would have been crying because I'd be like, I haven't done anything.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I
Wow.
said. I was like, "Oh my gosh." When I looked out of the balcony, I mean the patio doors, and I just kind of moved like the curtain to the side, and I saw all of them, guns out, probably about 6, 7 people in my backyard. I'm like, what in the world? So I'm like, is somebody in my house? Is somebody in my house? I'm like, is somebody in my garage? I'm thinking that they're about to tell me, you have somebody that broke in your house and you have no idea. So of course I go to the front door like, what? Like, I'm so scared because I'm in the middle of nowhere. you know?
Yeah.
Like, is somebody in here that I need to know? And they were really there for me, and I could not believe it. I just couldn't believe it. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Trisha said, did they have a warrant?
yeah, they did. They had somebody, and I'm thinking that maybe in the very beginning, as soon as they saw me pull up and start moving stuff in the very beginning, that's when they did the tip.
Wow.
So
But she
they
said, we
had
don't want any
everything.
drug dealers in our neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know what? That's very common here in certain areas. Um, Me and Nick, we went to, this is when the social distancing, yeah, well, we still have it, but like I went to a doctor's appointment, but because my doctor's office is practicing social distancing, they had me go do my blood test far out, So Nick went with me, and they
Wow.
didn't let him in. So he just sat outside while I got my blood test. And when I was walking down to where Nick was, we were about to go to the car, and this lady screams out the window in Lover to Nick, and she's
What?
screaming. Yeah, yeah, we deal with that a lot. We deal with that a lot here, especially in certain areas. Staring, people making comments. Yeah, people.
Wow.
Yeah. So when you go into certain areas, um, we definitely deal with that. So yeah, it's with the question that he asked her, that just hit close to home, because I'm like, no, actually, sometimes it's a little bit worse because people don't want you in their area. They don't want you living next to them. You deal with more problems sometimes.
Wow.
Hmm.
I know y'all, I'm saying the wow a lot, but this is just ridiculous. Like,
Hmm.
people can choose to love whoever they want to love. They can be with whoever they want to be with, and Who you with ain't nobody business but your own.
Yeah, true, true.
So, honey, this is let's just keep Jacob Blake guys in your prayers. Make sure you keep Miss Robbie from Sweetie Pies in your prayers. Let's just make they have not extradited Tim yet.
They haven't.
Mm-mm. He's still in Mississippi. So I don't
So, are they just waiting for more information, or?
know. They said Tim saying that he was set up, but we all know that they have too much information on him for him to be set up.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's why I like Tim. You ain't set up. Why you playing with the people?
Right.
But yeah, I haven't heard any more information no more than um okay, back with Charlene. What they call St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department just still looking for more people to come forward about Andre's murder. So hey, if you're listening and you know something, just call St. Louis Metropolitan. I think they're offering money through Crime Stoppers too. So this is gonna be interesting, guys. I'm just waiting to see when he's gonna get extradited back to Missouri, St. Louis, and we'll see what's gonna come out next. I don't know what's gonna come out. I won't be so like I said, I won't be surprised if King Tim was the trigger man. I
Oh
would
my
not be
goodness.
surprised.
That would just be oh my goodness. Cuz they
They
haven't
have
found the trigger man yet, right?
right, they have not found the trigger man. And it would not surprise me. It's not Tara, because she was just the person that called his phone to set him up to be killed. So Tim either paid someone to be the trigger man or Tim was the trigger man himself. Now that's allegedly, that's my theory. I could be wrong.
Oh
Well,
my goodness.
yes, blogs, but hey, we'll see what comes out of the news because they're gonna have to find the trigger man. Now, Tim gonna get more time than the trigger man, but if Tim the trigger man, that's more charges for him.
Yes, it is.
So, but we'll see what come out more in the news. So I'm about to get on out of here. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're watching the replay. Thank you for watching the replay. Yeah, and make sure you hit that notification bell to let you guys know when I come out with another video. Guys, I got to get up and um, get my kids ready for bed. So y'all have a wonderful night, y'all. If I hear anything, yes, y'all know I'm coming out with a little minute or two video. So if I hear anything, I'm gonna keep my ear in the streets. Y'all do the same. And if you ever need me or find out anything, email me at mjjfamily2020@gmail.com.
Thank you for having me, Monica.
Oh, you're welcome, Bloss. Thank you for coming in. Y'all have a wonderful night, okay?